Guys, Baseball Card Junkies Friday Night Live. And we're going to try to keep up with all your guys' comments. We don't really have an agenda or anything specific we're going to talk about tonight, so we'll let the audience kind of direct the conversation. Just kind of a baseball card general junkies hangout. So here we are, and dude, I wouldn't do that because
this is just so we can see the chat.
I know, but if all right, well, as long as that's not, oh yeah, that's not going to be on my Wi-Fi. All right, no. Perfect. All right, so anyways,
it's going to be eating up my data.
Oh, eating up your data. Okay. Well, you got endless data, I guess, on your phone, right?
Yep.
All right, so Eric wanted to show off some of his eBay pickups to start. So
this is like months of pickups.
Months of pickups.
Some of these were like 6 months ago.
Oh, damn.
But
dude.
Anyway.
Wow.
Here, I'll let you hold it up there.
All right.
You know how
this is a beauty.
1988 Topps PSA 10 Bo Jackson.
Oh, man, that's a great card. God, I remember busting packs and getting this card when I was a kid. And that powder blue uniform. I just love the way 88 Topps looks. It's just too bad there's literally nothing good in 88. Like you could bust a whole box of 88 Topps and get 10 cents worth of cards. But they're such great looking cards. The set itself looks great, but the cards aren't worth anything.
2018 Stadium Club Darryl Strawberry autograph.
Oh, that's a neat card. Everybody likes those 86 Mets, right? The 86 Mets were a fun team. That was just a fun team. I like all the guys. Howard Johnson, Darryl Strawberry, Kevin Mitchell, Ron Darling. I mean, just a great team. What, Gary Carter was on that team. Man, they had just a great team. Love the 86 Mets.
Why I actually bought this
Keith
card.
Hernandez.
Yeah. Why I actually bought this card though is his, like, you got it like just before he's about to hit the, like, he's got the leg up, the bat coming down this way.
Oh man, that's an awesome card, man. So hey, Cuban Collector, how's it going, buddy?
And then here is,
I hope you're having a cigar and watching us here tonight. This card is
a 2018.
Woo-hoo!
2018 or 2017.
Man, this card is, I'm gonna kick your ass and take this from you. Right. This is a beautiful card. Chris Davis is on pace to be the first player since Nelson Cruz to hit 40 homers in 3 straight seasons. And look at that filthy Oakland A's patch. What up, Schmitty? I know Schmitty's probably at work right now, but I got to give him a shout out. That's my boy. But look at that filthy patch, man. Just filthy.
And this is a 2018.
Eric's showing off some of his cards, guys.
Topps definitive patch.
Oh man, look! Oh, and that has that great authentication sticker on it, which really adds to the card. Oh, okay. So there we go. Look at that sticker.
This is 2018 Topps Museum.
Ooh, damn. Oh, yeah, we got a nice autograph there. So, hey, Decemic, how's it going, bud? So, guys, chime in, talk about whatever you want. Like Eric and I were saying when we started this Friday Night Live, Baseball Card Junkies, we're going to kind of let you guys direct the show a little bit as far as your comments. So we don't have any real agenda. We're just starting off showing off some of Eric's pickups. He hasn't, I guess on his Titanic Taters channel, he hasn't been showing off.
Topps Baseball Series 1.
Oh, Chris Davis. That thing is bad, dude. Damn, Chris Davis has some cool cards, dude. Check this thing out. So, oh, you're going to go to the Twins A's next Saturday. Have a good time out there in Minnesota. That ought to be a fun game. A's are surging this year.
2018 Topps.
Oh, man, I love that. Man, one of my favorite sets. I love the Oakland A's in the 1983 Topps look because it brings me back to my childhood of Ricky Henderson, collecting Ricky Henderson. So are we going to be opening any packs tonight? No, we're not opening any packs. We're just showing off some of Eric's cards. We didn't think about, we could have went to the LCS
this is
earlier today and picked up some packs.
Tribute patch autograph 2018.
Woo! Look at that. Damn. Hey, what's up, Snoop? Snoop, there it is. What's up, buddy? So there we go. That's a nice one.
And then this is a stat.
I think we're boring people
Stature
with your,
or something or other with my pickups.
Oh, dude, this McGuire. Man, look
Lots
at
of-
that.
lots
Oh,
of-
man, this is the old Upper Deck Victory. What do you pay for this card?
I
That's
don't
a
even
neat,
remember, dude.
that's a sick card, man. Some of those 90s inserts are just awesome. So, any Canseco's, Eric? Guys, I'm going to show you a
Not
counterfeit Canseco I acquired about a week ago. I'm going to show you the counterfeit, and I'm going to compare it to a real. And I didn't know it was counterfeit when I acquired the 86 Donruss rated rookie Jose Canseco. But I will show you, after I got the card, I was comparing it to another 86 Donruss, and I realized it was a counterfeit. Oh my God, look at that shine. The Upper Deck Ultimate Victory. Man, that thing is just... Here, let's just enjoy that, guys. Look at that. Man. Woo! Man, that's just beautiful shine on that thing, man. Damn.
And this one's got shine on both sides. It's the 1999 Fleer Mystique Established, numbered 13 out of 100.
Damn, dude. Do you remember what you paid for this thing?
I don't even want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it. So he paid a lot for it. But, man, if you're going to pay a lot for a card, it might as well have shine
On both sides.
on both sides. Oh, man. So you get blinded either way. So, guys, I'm going to show you guys the 86 Canseco counterfeit. I already showed Eric.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, I mean, it's hard to like if I didn't know about baseball cards, or
If you
I didn't
didn't
know a lot about baseball cards, I would have had it in my
guys.
collection for 20 years and not realized it was a counterfeit. So I ended up putting it in my binder just because it's something that I'm going to hold on to, just because I think it's kind of to me, it's worth this. It's as interesting to me to have the counterfeit as it is to have an authentic one. So it's one I'm going to hold on to. I'm almost kind of glad I have the counterfeit, not because I'd rather have a counterfeit copy, but because it's just interesting to compare the two.
Yeah, it's way off.
I mean, okay. So when I first got the card, like, the front looks great, right? Here's the counterfeit. The front looks fine. I mean, you compare it to a genuine copy. So there's a genuine copy. Here's a counterfeit. I mean, one's in a top loader and a bag, so that's why, you know, the gloss. But basically, they look pretty comparable. But then when the thing that kind of set me off is the guy that had this card. He had like 20 copies of this card. They were all in like and they were all marked at like $3.95 and they were all like the centering, everything was perfect. Like the card is perfect. Just at first glance, it looks perfect. And then when I took it out of the card saver, I noticed on the two corners, see that high gloss right there on the corner? And I was like, what? That thing is counterfeit, right? And then when I turn the card over, check it out, man. Check out the difference in color. So they did a horrible job on the back. You got like the authentic copy is like more of a powder blue, whereas the counterfeit one is an aqua blue. Look at the back. Just completely different. And then I was like feeling the card, and if anybody that is familiar with 86 Donruss, it's a real flimsy stock. This one is probably about 30-point stock, and the 86 Donruss is 20-point stock. So this thing is about a third thicker. It even sounds different. And the last test, you guys are gonna fucking laugh. But if you ever, if you know 86 Donruss or 80s Donruss in general, they have like this certain type of smell to them. They smell a certain way. I know you guys are going to laugh. And this card smells like an 86 Donruss. This one doesn't. Just trust me, guys. I mean, I've been collecting since 1983. So, but anyways.
And he's been smelling cards.
Yeah, I mean, so anyway, yeah, I did the smell test. I'm like, this does not smell like 86 Donruss. So anyways.
What does it smell like?
Well, here. Smell that one and compare it to an 86 Donruss.
Okay.
I don't know. They just smell fucking different, dude. And look at the stock difference. Like, look at how much. Look at how much thinner that is than this.
Yeah.
So, anyways, counterfeit. That was
it totally does smell different.
I'm telling you, dude. 86 Don. I know how I could. So I could probably spot a counterfeit by the smell.
Totally smells different.
Yeah, it's a trip, huh,
it's
dude?
Weird.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's it. Counterfeit 80. So hopefully we'll be back here. Is our Wi-Fi? I don't know how my Wi-Fi is going to hold up, but we're back, I think.
Yeah.
Guys, comment if we're back. If not, then we're sitting here talking to ourselves.
We're back.
So my Wi-Fi probably is going to be a little bit spotty tonight. We'll see how that works out. All right, you see me. Okay, yeah. Cool. All right. So anyways, so guys, now you guys can kind of.
I'm going to go around smelling like Ace. Is this real?
Hey man, I'm telling you, dude. I've spotted counterfeit 86 Donrusses before of Conseco. This is not the first one.
And you're like, this is fake.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize.
Like, what? How can you tell? The smell.
Yeah. I don't know. When I was at the card shop getting the card, I was like, why does he have so many perfect 86 Donruss Consecos? I'll take one. And then I get it home, and I'm like, man, this thing is not real.
This is why he has so many perfect 86 Consecos, because they're all fake.
Yeah, they're all fake. But the guy has no idea they're fake, because they were sitting in a box, and he didn't even know he had them until I found them sitting in a box. So anyways, long story short, I thought that was interesting, and you guys would get a kick out of seeing that. So anyways, so anyone writing on there that we could talk about?
Says we're getting high on 86 Donruss.
Yes, we are. So how much was it? I didn't pay for it, so.
It was free.
It was free. It was $3. But the guy probably, if he would have sold it to me, probably would have wanted
$5.
Yeah, maybe a couple bucks. Yeah, maybe a couple of bucks. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I get it. It's just a conversation piece now.
Yeah.
So what else are people writing there? Anything?
That's good. He's gonna get people smelling cards. Man. Smell this. It's different.
Well, 85 Tops has a certain smell too. It smells like 85 Tops. I mean, what can I say?
So, John Doe Archery, just joined, getting back into collecting since being away since '95. Basically, your channel helps learning. Thumbs up.
Oh, well, thank you so much for watching us, and we're glad to help.
We do our best, even though sometimes we're going to make people look crazy when they're in the card shop.
So someone wants to know if Sammy Sosa cards are still worth anything. They're not really worth anything unless you have an autograph, because Sosa did not sign very much, and his autos sell for big money. Yeah. But I would say Sammy Sosa autographs are worth a lot, and maybe a few of his key rookie cards will have a little bit of value.
We do have a video coming out soon.
We pre-recorded a video
that spotlights certain Sammy Sosa card, but
anyway,
let's see. So how long do vintage cards take to go up in value? I mean, they're kind of always going. They're always going up in value.
Well, let me just answer that question by saying the best time to buy a vintage card is 5 years ago. And that's for any vintage card, okay? That's the best way I can answer that question.
The best time to buy a vintage card would have been the 80s.
Well, yeah.
It was like they were not selling for what they are now.
Well, it's amazing. Like, even when you compare vintage early 80s to late 80s, they went up exponentially. But now it's just like,
now it's like, good luck. You're going to break the bank.
Yep. Especially high-grade vintage.
He said he had a rookie Johnny Bench PSA 8.5.
Yeah, that card's worth a lot of money. I couldn't tell you what it's worth, but I can tell you it's worth a lot of money. All right. So we actually talked about the 89 Donruss Sammy Sosa on a video that we pre-recorded before we went live tonight. Yep. So stay tuned for that video.
Yeah, so
Cub
fan Budman, you will have to watch our next video.
Yes,
for sure.
Not our next live video, but our next pre-recorded video.
Yes. What's the hot card from what?
What's the hot card from?
The 70s?
Oh man, the hot card from the 70s. What is the hottest card? Maybe 1971 Nolan Ryan in a high grade.
I mean, George
1971 Thurman Munson. Pretty much 1971 tops.
Yeah.
Are hot. Anything Nolan Ryan from the 70s is hot.
Any rookies like George Brett?
Well, you know what? The George Brett, his second year card in a PSA 10, if there is one, which I don't know if there is one. If there is, that one is worth a boatload of money. It just, like, there are certain cards from the 70s that aren't available in 10s, and those are typically worth a lot of money if you can find one. But
yeah, but even like the 6s for certain cards, like 6s, 7s, they're still
from 71, but I think
70s in general, I think. I mean, we're not talking about a base Reggie Jackson card from 1976, right? We're talking about like the higher, the rookies of George Brett, Robin Yount.
Those aren't worth that much in a 6. Those are worth under $100 in a 6.
Yeah, in a 6, but if you get into a 7, they go up. If you get into an 8, they go up.
Yeah.
And, you know, it doesn't always need to be a 10.
Hey, what's up, Mickey? Mickey, how's it going, buddy?
I don't think there is a 10 for Nolan Ryan and for any 71.
It's something that was broken now, you know. Someone open up a 71 and get the glad to hear you're doing well, Mick.
Let's see. Yeah.
So, any other questions on there?
I wish I had any PSA 10 from 1971.
Oh man, you know what? The Roberto Clemente from that set's worth a lot because that's a high number card.
Yeah.
The 71 Clemente. That's a good one.
Imagine that in a PSA 10.
I know, huh?
You'd be retiring.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see here. Yeah, nothing's.
So guys, any comments, questions? Like we talked about earlier, we'll kind of let you guys direct the direction of the hangout tonight. So,
should I shop on eBay or LCS for 84 Fleer update? Clemens Puckett.
Well, the only way I could answer that question is it depends on the inventory that your LCS has. You're always going to find inventory on eBay. There's no other way to answer that question.
I mean, to be real, you'd probably get a better deal with the LCS because those are two cards that may be in like a bargain box at this point, right?
What, 84?
A raw?
No.
Oh no, 84.
No,
okay, sorry.
You'll never find that card in a box.
A different year. Yeah, you'll get much more exposure to those cards on eBay.
Yeah, I mean, chances are your LCS won't have that card unless you got an LCS that has a very good inventory of singles.
It's like that Cal Ripken Jr. update.
Yeah.
Or traded, whatever they called it back then.
Hey, what up, Mike O? How you doing, buddy? What is he saying?
Some reason we've been talking about baseball cards too much tonight.
Mike O has to be up in 5 hours, and he's probably gonna lose sleep now because we're live.
I read 84.
We'll archive this, Mike.
And my brain said 85 tops for some reason.
Yeah.
Because those cards you will find in the bargain bin.
Yes, you will.
Let's see. So on the 2017 Tops update, some cards say update series on the front, I guess. Or
what's the question?
So the 2017 Tops update, some cards say update series, and the same card of that year doesn't have it on the front, but it has one on the back. I do not understand the question.
We don't understand the question. Sorry. We're going to move on just because
Ben Becker, new to channel. Well, welcome.
Yes, Ben. Welcome, Ben.
Let's see. Do you have any? Let us know if you have any videos up, and we'll check them out. Let's see here. Oh, on the front of the. Yeah, I don't know anything about the 2017 update Tops.
I don't either.
Just was not a product.
I didn't break any of that. Just so you guys know, Eric and I in general, we don't break wax. We just pick up singles. So on the newer stuff, we're probably not going to have the most or the best knowledge on the newer stuff, just because we don't open it.
Yeah. Let's just see. Mike O says, "Love you guys, but need to be up in 5 hours." Well, you should probably go to bed then. Stop watching YouTube, Mike.
Mike O, man, that guy went live the other day on an auction. I couldn't watch it because I was at work, but I guess it was a pretty successful YouTube live auction.
John Doe Archery is asking, does looking for money cards ruin things? I find just looking at old cards and owning them is fun alone.
Well, I mean, the great thing about this hobby, to kind of give you a generic answer to that question, is you can collect any way you like. And if you don't want to look for money cards and just look for cards that you enjoy, that's what you should do. I highly recommend that that's what you should that's what you do.
Yeah, and you don't always need to own like the biggest and best card either. Like, you can always find something less expensive. Like, for example, let's take Mike Trout. Let's see, maybe you can't afford his 2011 Topps Update rookie, but maybe you can afford his Bowman Draft or his Topps Finest or whatever.
Or his 2012
year.
Allen and Ginter.
Yeah.
You know, first Allen and Ginter card.
Or that, what is it, the Topps Archives? That's $80.
Yeah.
So there's always cards out there that you can buy that can, you know, not be the big one, but still represent, you know, a rookie card or an autograph. Or
exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So,
well, we're fortunate to have such a vast selection of things to go after. What fits your budget and your taste is
there's
what
so
you should
much
go
stuff
after.
to collect out there. It's actually pretty. It's kind of not intimidating, overwhelming in this day and age to collect baseball cards a little bit.
Well, that's why we need a community of collectors so that we can help guide each other in our path to, you know, find the cards that we want to collect.
Yeah. I mean, like the cards that I showed at the beginning, all of those are from 2018.
Yeah.
It's all like just different patch cards, and then you have versions, you know, not 20, but that's an exaggeration. Maybe like 8 versions of that card with different serial numbers on it.
Yeah.
And
well, I was talking with Snoop, I think, the other day on the phone, I believe. And we were having a conversation about all the different parallels. Or maybe I was live on my other channel. I can't remember. But I've concluded that all those parallels exist for the box breakers. Because box breakers don't want to get a base card. They want to have something other than a base card, right?
Yeah,
so
they can give away.
So I don't know that player collectors like having 30 different variations of the same card. I think it's more for the box breakers. Yeah. That's just the conclusion I've come up with. Well, I could be completely off.
I've found what I've been doing just recently is I will usually buy like the lowest serial number version of that card that I can afford.
That's a good way of doing it.
And like for like Chris Davis, who's on the A's, you know, maybe I'll also include his green parallel.
Yeah, because or his gold parallel
gold or black.
Yeah,
or, you know, something.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's kind of a cool idea. Yeah, you don't have to collect all 20 variations.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll go broke. Or get bored.
Or no, you won't go broke. You'll get overwhelmed.
Yeah, you just be like, I can't do this because you'll get stuck on the number to 1, number to 5, number to 10.
Yeah.
And
I have finished rainbows of bonds before, but it's like one of those things where I get 1, then 2, then 3, and then next, 2 years later, I've finished a rainbow, and to me, it's a marathon, not a race,
Yeah.
You don't want to like finish it in a month. You don't have to finish it in a month. You could take 2 or 3 years.
I'm like, I got to get it done before.
Oh yeah, no, just take your time on them. But sometimes you can finish them, and sometimes you can't. So,
let's see here.
Miggity Mike Line TV, what up, my friend?
See, my sister-in-law just gave me thousands of cards, all from 70s through 90s. Don't know what to do with them value-wise.
Well, good luck with that.
I mean, there's a lot of valuable cards in those.
Yeah, in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Yep.
You could have some really valuable cards in there. It could be all commons, or with some inserts going into the 90s. But I mean, you never know until you start looking through it.
Sounds like a fun collection to inherit. Definitely a collection that, would be nicer to inherit if you knew what you had. But there's always ways to find out about cards like that.
Yeah.
One, you can watch YouTube videos. Two, you can look up sold completed listings on eBay and see if you have anything. Or three, you could go to a card shop and ask the owner what they think.
I think the first step is to know who the popular players are, or the Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
And those are going to be the cards that you're going to want to pick out.
Yep.
First.
Yep. You know, for sure.
So, let's see. My complete sets. Should I put them in the album or leave them in a box?
Look, there's no way that is complete personal preference. That's a question that a lot of people ask. And basically, if you don't want to take up a ton of room and invest hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, don't put them in a binder. Put them in a box. But you know what? If you want to look at your cards and you don't mind investing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars and lots and hours and hours and hours and hours of putting them in binders, then put them in binders. So really, it's just up to you on how you want to display them. But just know, if you're going to put them in binders and binder pages, for each set, you're looking at probably a $20 investment for the binder and the pages. So if you're willing to spend $20 on binder and page for a $5 1988 top set to put in a, then do it. But if you're not, then don't do it.
So if we actually turn the camera around, you would see a whole bunch of box sets for Nate. He has 2 sets, I think, in binders there.
Yeah, I got my 78 top set, my 59 top set. Let's see what these guys are looking at. Yeah, in binders. And then the rest of them I have in boxes. If I were to put each one of those sets in a box, just each box, $20, right, for the binder and the pages. And then I need a lot more room in my man cave to display the binders. So yes, I personally use the box, but I do have my older vintage sets in binders because I think it's just, I don't know, it's just fun to have them in binders.
Yeah. Now that being said, personally, I keep some sets in binders. But I only collect sets that were like I don't know, I guess important to me growing up, like
1991 Stadium Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they were like the first issue.
Yeah.
90 Upper Deck, 89 Upper Deck, 90 Leaf, 91 Stadium Club, 93 Finest.
Yeah, so really it's up to you. I guess we keep saying that over and over again.
Let's see. What current prospects do you think are worth grading? No clue.
You know what?
Chris Davis.
As far as prospects, this is my advice to you. If there's a prospect, someone that is not a big leaguer, then don't grade their cards. Hold on to them, keep them in the best possible condition, put them in a penny sleeve, put them in a top loader, and then if they break out, then send them in for grading.
Yeah.
That's the best advice. If you're going to go send a guy, a prospect that hasn't done anything, and you're grading it, you're basically about a 90% chance wasting your money. Even if it's a can't go wrong prospect, 75% of can't go wrong prospects don't do anything in the big leagues. Just trust me, guys. Prospecting is the most risky. I mean, if you're trying to make money off of prospecting, you will lose money every time.
Yeah.
It just says there's no way you're going to make money off of prospecting. So don't send anything in for grading until after the player has made it.
Yeah.
Then maybe you invest $10 to grade the card.
So Ben Becker asks, is Barry Bonds still good?
Well,
Barry Bonds probably thinks he's still good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he is. He probably still hit the ball.
Yeah. So that's just a stupid question.
Who's?
I don't know how else to answer that. But someone's got to ask a dumb question. So.
Well, here's a really dumb question.
Okay.
Do you think you're ugly?
Do I think I'm ugly?
I don't think I'm ugly.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm pretty fucking ugly.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you say that about yourself?
I don't know. Look at me. I'm hideous. Jesus Christ. Look at me.
I mean, you're a little goofy looking.
Oh, my
but
God.
I wouldn't call you ugly.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm hideous. Come on, man.
I mean,
All right, let's move on.
Anyway, let's see. Yura says if Palmeiro can hit dingers in the minors, I bet Bonds is still pretty good. That's probably
so. Is
good.
Palmeiro like
he's
playing minor league ball?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's back in.
Huh. Interesting. Wow. Well, Palmeiro obviously takes good care of himself because I don't think Bobby Bonilla could hit dingers anymore.
Yeah.
Just based on how
Bobby Bonilla?
Yeah. Did you see him on the Bonds number retirement ceremony? That guy is huge.
Really?
Oh yeah, he looks like yeah, he's a big dude. Anyways, good for Palmeiro. I'm glad he can hit home runs. He's probably playing for, you know, like some like non-affiliated. Well, obviously he's playing for a non-affiliated Major League Baseball minor league team if he's playing. So
yeah. Let's see. Question about grading is it true to send cards? Is that true to send cards pre-1990 to PSA and after 1990 to BGS?
That's not true. Both companies grade cards eras, and general collectors PSA any year. I think in general collectors prefer PSA over BGS. I think a lot of people use BGS because they give out higher grades and they're I think they grade thicker cards better. And I don't know, man. BGS just isn't that popular. They're popular. They're just, I don't think that collectors go after them as much in general.
Yeah, that's the set registry thing.
Yeah, the set registry. But
which we've talked about at length in other videos, just PSA. I mean, that's very good marketing.
I think in any era, to answer that question, I think in any era, PSA dominates BGS. But I think people are more accepting of BGS if it's 1990 through now than if it's 1990 or earlier. Yeah, that's the best way I can answer that question. So,
let's see here.
Let's see.
J Squared 181 asks, in continuation, why is BGS grading so much more expensive than PSA? Because they haven't caught on that they're too expensive?
I don't know that BGS is more expensive than PSA.
I don't send cards in.
I don't send cards in either.
That'd be a question for Mike O. He would know.
Yes, ask Mike O. And Mike O is going to be like, oh, great. I don't want people asking me. Sorry, Mike O.
In number ones or any 1990 inserts. I mean, obviously, if you get a 1990 insert that's numbered, for the most part.
1990s inserts, I can answer that question. Most definitely, you don't need to collect ones that are serial numbered.
Yeah.
In many cases, the ones that are not serial numbered outperform ones that are serial numbered. So that is, it's not, yeah, it's, I don't know, just, yeah, that's just completely not true at all. Yeah. And I mean, we could have a whole video about 90s inserts, and we could answer many questions about 90s inserts in a completely separate video. So, you know what? Maybe we'll go live one day, and we'll do a 90s insert video.
Well, you know, case in point, you have your later Donruss Elites, like the 1996.
Yeah, but those are serial numbered.
1995, they're serial numbered.
Yeah.
But you have, like, your cut aboves.
Yeah, the cut above sell for tons of money.
Worth more.
Or the 93 finest refractors, or the 97 gold embossed refractors, or I mean, there's just so many sets that aren't serial numbered. The 96 mirror blue, gold, and all those. I mean, those aren't serial numbered. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff that's not serial numbered that's sought after.
Let's see here. J Squared says he sent 2 cards in today for $30 a piece.
Okay.
To PSA or BGS?
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. If you're not doing a bulk submission, you're going to pay a lot more than if you're sending 1 or 2 cards in. So that's why you paid a lot. It's group submission so that you pay less.
what year did you guys start collecting, and who was or is your all-time favorite PC?
Well, I mean, I started in '83, and my all-time favorite PC is Barry Bonds. For you that are not familiar with me.
Yeah. Welcome to the channel, Z Cavarucci. So you must be new.
Welcome.
I've been collecting since probably 1987, 88. Both of us have been on and off throughout, you know, our collecting days. But my favorite all-time PC player is Mark McGwire.
All right.
Big Mac.
Big Mac tonight.
Let's see. There was a comment there. People can ask anything they want for cards, which is true.
Yes, we see that all the time on eBay listings where someone will put a $10 card up for $100.
Is that Jose Uribe?
Yeah, the Jose Uribe.
Or they'll put it in as like error card.
Yeah, when it's not an error.
Just like
so you can put or say anything you want on a listing. Absolutely.
Would love to see that video. I'm not sure what video. Oh, 90s inserts. We've had videos on 90s inserts.
Oh, well.
Well, not in depth.
Yeah.
That's like such a huge subject. 1990s inserts. Let's see. That would be like multiple videos.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the 90s are very. That's the most fascinating decade of baseball card decade, at least for me, is the 90s.
Thoughts on from Cat May Rant. That's a good name, by the way. Thoughts on collecting cards released during a player's career and the infinite amount post-career.
Well, I'm lucky because my player is Barry Bonds, and he has barely anything post-career. But as a player collector, I can tell you that most player collectors put much more collectability on cards during their playing career compared to post-career. And the post-career card thing, you didn't see that like in the 1980s unless it was in like some generic box set, you know. But you didn't have like cards that you could pull out of a mainstream pack for players that were retired, unless it was like a turn back the clock card from Topps or something like that. But yeah, this is a phenomenon. I would say that started probably around the time when they started putting Mickey Mantle cards in the top set. What was that, 2006 or something like that? And then it just career cards are a relatively new phenomenon.
What was the year
hobby.
Upper Deck?
Maybe the last 20 years.
Auto?
But that's different. That was like 91 or 92, 93, something like that.
Probably the first post-career pack inserted autograph, right?
The Mantle, yeah. Or no, it could have been Reggie Jackson, like in 91 Upper Deck.
Oh yeah.
They put the Reggie Jackson autographs in 91 Upper Deck. And I know that Score put out Mickey Mantle autographs too. I think in 91 Score.
Maybe.
Yeah, I forget what year.
So that like early 90s was really kind of.
Yeah. But it really took off in the mid 90s when it became like non-autograph cards from post-career. So.
But they had like sets though, specific sets that were like that. Like they didn't like Topps, like 1994 Topps didn't have, like you just had like those turn back the clocks or the career highlights or whatever.
But now you see like everybody's got like you got Cal Ripken and 15, 20, 30 different products now.
Believe me, Mark McGwire, come on, man.
Yeah, there's probably more Ripken cards that will be produced in 2018. There's a bigger checklist in 28 or in post-career, let's say, of Ripken than when he actually played, which is nuts.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Or guys like Ken Griffey Jr.
But they're fun to collect. Everything. I mean, they're fun to collect. But I think player collectors definitely put a premium on cards during the playing career years compared to the post-career year cards.
What do I need to do to start my channel? From Upper Deck 891. Well, first is to watch our video on how to build your YouTube channel.
Well, I mean, basically just start making videos. You know,
Yeah.
comment on other people's videos, and people will find you eventually.
Yeah.
So it can be it could take a while to get rolling, but just participate and all that, and you'll just have fun. That's the main thing. Have fun.
Ben Becker asks, are the Toys R Us rookie cards worth anything? Have Mark McGuire rookie. Well, first, Mark McGuire does not have a Toys R Us rookie card.
Barry Bonds does from the 87, and they're typically not worth that much money.
Yeah.
I don't think that there aren't any set registries. I don't think collectors really...
There we go. Looks like we're back. We're getting...
All right.
There we go.
Maybe we're back. I don't know. If we're back, comment. Like I said earlier, my Wi-Fi is spotty tonight, so we might disappear from time to time. Yeah, I mean I would say the Toys R Us rookie cards are just fun to collect, worth anything.
I really like the Kmart ones, the late 80s, early 90s.
Those are like the early 80s, man. Those box sets, like the 33 card box sets.
You know, well, there's the ones that had Jose Canseco in them in like 89, 90, that time frame.
Yeah.
Because they were cheap.
Yeah. You got like, what was it, $1.99?
They came in they had the like the cardboard back, and they came in the plastic cello thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are one-of-one cards really one-of-ones? Yes.
Yeah, they're. I mean, they're one-of-ones. I mean, I don't really understand what a one-of-one wouldn't be a one-of-one. So, like, there might be multiple variations that vary minutely between a variety of different one-of-ones of the same picture, but a one-of-one is a one-of-one. An eBay one-of-one is not a one-of-one.
No, not a one-of-one.
Yeah,
unless it's
that's called a mark. That's like somebody trying to put a premium on the value of their card.
Yeah. So it says JPapa75 says, "Yo man, new to the channel, great stuff. Do you guys ever do set reviews like highlights, error cards, short prints for that set?"
No, we've never like done a master set review. Sounds like what you're asking about. And I don't think that that's something that we will do, because it's just too of a topic. I don't think that. I mean, if that's something that you're interested in, you should do that on your channel, because there might be interest in that. But that's not something that Eric and I plan on doing. So I'd recommend you do set reviews. I would totally watch a video if you did a set review video. I would think that would be very entertaining.
How many jersey relic cards are bought from questionable dealers for cheap and probably aren't what the card companies say they are?
We will never know. But you know what? I can guarantee you that Fleer, Topps, Donruss, Upper Deck, all these card companies back in the day bought jersey cards from someone that were authenticated, and they probably weren't real. So there are a lot of relic cards out there that contain relics that are not what the card says they are. And it's just the real. I mean, how would we ever know either way whether it's an authentic relic or not? How are we ever going to know? No one will ever know. So that is the kind of the weird part about collecting relic cards, I think, in general. No one really knows where the relic came from. And the card companies are not going to be held accountable for anything that was printed in the early late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Especially because most of those card companies don't exist anymore.
Do you guys collect anything other than cards?
I collect money. I would say, I don't know, that's a good question. Do you collect anything other than cards,
I mean,
Eric?
I wouldn't call it collect. I kind of like There's like certain comic books that I like that I've kept over the years. I wouldn't say I actively collect them.
Yeah, yeah. Same
like,
here. I mean, it's like when it comes like sports memorabilia, maybe that's the question. I have other sports memorabilia besides cards. However, I don't collect it. I just might happen to have items that aren't cards, but it's not something that I collect.
I'm pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
Movies, I guess I collect movies.
Well, there you go. You're a movie collector.
I used to have a pretty good DVD collection.
Nice.
Or not DVD, CD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, let's see. If I need any advice, can I PM you guys?
Well, I would love if you could PM us, except the problem is YouTube doesn't have PMs anymore.
Yeah.
So you could comment on this video,
or
but don't comment comment after we archive it, because we're not going to go the active live feed.
Other option is we do have a resource, our Facebook page. It's under YouTube Baseball Card Junkies TV. If you haven't joined that page, get on there and join it. And it's not there's like 300 people in that group. So many knowledgeable collectors in that group.
Yeah, so there will be probably questions Eric and I won't know that other people will.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing about collecting cards, is it takes a community of people to be able to help each other with the hobby, because there's just so much stuff out there that you need to know. Like, for example, I know Eric and I, a lot of people comment on our videos and send us messages saying that, that we help them with a lot of answers and just a lot of general stuff about collecting cards. But Eric and I are, as far as like the overall knowledge out there to collect cards, we are the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Our collective knowledge is minimal compared to everything out there that there is to know. And that's why we have our Facebook page, what is it? YouTube Baseball Card Junkies, or Tubers Baseball?
YouTube
Baseball Card Junkies TV. And if there's something we don't know, I guarantee you somebody in that group will know.
Yeah.
If it's not us. So you could refer to that Facebook group.
In Utero asks, where were you guys during the playoff earthquake?
That would be the 1989. I was at the DMV getting my learner's permit in El Cerrito, California.
I was playing in a field behind my dad's mechanic shop, and I still swear to this day, like I could see the ground rolling.
Dude, I saw the ground rolling. I was at the DMV, and I remember, and this was like on a tile concrete slab that we were at the DMV. It looked like waves in the ocean.
It did.
It was trippy, dude. It did. Yeah, so you and I both saw it.
Because I heard the shaking of stuff falling down in the shop.
Oh, man.
And then I saw the ground doing this.
And now when I look back, because I was 17 when that earthquake hit, and I was an A's fan and a Giants fan, and it was the World Series, and I'm looking back, like, what the hell was I doing at the DMV? When the A's and Giants are about to play in a World Series game. Like, now I think about it, like, damn, did I really want I guess I really wanted to get my learner's permit, man. But anyways, why was I at the damn DMV? I think I figured I'd be done with the test and home before the game started. But that was at 5:04 when the earthquake hit, and I don't know. The game was probably scheduled to start at 5:30, I would imagine. So I probably would have been home on time.
And Yura, it's a continuation on the jersey. So do you think modern jersey relics are better or just as dubious? I think Topps has gotten way better.
Yeah, you could show the Chris Davis with the stickers. Yeah. So it depends on the set. You got to read the back of the relic, because usually what the back of a relic card will say is it'll say something like Topps, or I don't know. It's just very vague.
So like this one here.
Yeah, see that sticker? If you get a relic card that has a hologram sticker on it, you're getting an authentic piece of relic, and it'll probably say whether it's player worn or. I mean, you got to read the back of the card. It'll tell you.
See, exactly, like this one specific. It's still an authentic relic, right? But it says the memorabilia contained on this card is not from any specific game, event, or season. So literally, this could just be a player worn. Like he could have come into Topps, put on a jersey, and then they cut it up.
Yeah. So or that relic could have been worn by a completely different player.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't even say who wore it. So you got to read the authentication on the back of the card.
There's this one again that has the.
That one's got the hologram. And what does it say? What does the authentication say on that? Just out of curiosity.
Same. The relic within this card has been authenticated under the auspices of the MLB authentication program. Enter the code from the hologram at MLB.com/authentication to learn more information on the relic featured in this card.
So basically, you could put the number on that hologram, and it'll tell you exactly what the relic is. Yeah. So that's really good authentication there.
Yeah.
So it kind of varies. I mean, right now
that's a higher end product.
Yeah, the higher. All right. Well, here we are. We're back.
All right. Sorry about the connection problems. Let's see. What's the earliest card you remember from a pack?
Damn, dude. I just remember busting Topps in '83, and I have no idea what the earliest card. It would be an '83 Topps card in general.
Yeah, and mine would have been an '87 Topps.
Or actually, you know what? I take that back. '78 Topps. That's because when I was real little, my dad was buying me packs in '78. So and it's probably the Willie McCovey record-setting card, where he hit 2 homers in 1 inning for the 2nd time in his career. So that would be the earliest card.
Let's see. The earliest pack pool memory was an '87 Topps Mike Greenwell rookie from Aaron from Winchester. You have a cool story about that.
Yeah, I've shared that story. The last card I needed to complete my '87 Topps set was the Mike Greenwell card, and I remember going in my LCS and buying a cello pack, and the Greenwell was in that cello pack, and I was able to finish that set. And that's when the Greenwell was selling and booking for $5. So that probably would have been like '89 when I pulled that card. I remember pulling that Greenwell though, big time. That's funny.
How important is grading to determining the value of a card? It's pretty important. Like grading just in general, or actually getting it graded. Because when I think of how important is the grading of a card? A card that's in perfect condition, even if it's raw, is still going to be worth more than a card that's bent in half, right? Or that has soft corners, or that has a crease in one of the corners.
So I don't really want to. I don't know. That question is it kind of answers itself.
Yeah.
I mean.
I'm trying not to sound like.
I'm just bored with that question. So sorry.
There's no dumb questions.
Yeah.
No stupid questions. But that's. That one's kind of an obvious one that you want to get the best quality card that you can get of that. Yeah. Ever steal any cards from your friends growing up?
That's funny.
No, I have not stolen any cards from my friends.
No, but I'm pretty sure some of my cards got stolen.
Oh, I guarantee. I used to have this friend that would stay the night, and I'm pretty sure he stole cards from me.
Yeah.
Like when I was sleeping or something.
Yeah. That is just weird, like kind of a weird question.
What mantle do I need to get first? I don't have any in my collection.
Well, get the one that I don't know, it depends on what your budget is, but get the one that fits your budget. That I would recommend a vintage one.
Yeah, you can get a vintage mantle with decent eye appeal for fairly inexpensive.
Yep.
So
like when people ask, just kind of a generic answer, not even necessarily for Mickey Mantle, but just in general, when you ask what of a certain player, what card should I get? The best answer I could give you is get the one that you like the most, that's in the price range that you're willing to spend.
Yeah.
And I know that's a horrible way to answer that question. Now, if you were to ask me from an investment standpoint, and you were to say, I got $100,000, I want to make the best financial investment on a Mickey Mantle card, what card should I buy? Then I would answer that question differently. But so that's the best way I can answer that question.
Oh, okay, so J Squared said, in terms of grading, I meant raw versus graded, all things being equal. It seems sometimes you can sell cards for more profit raw than if you spend the money to grade them.
Well, yeah, because it costs, like I know, I watch Elite Co 3, and he does a 500 card PSA submissions, and I think it's like $7 a card to grade, okay? So if you're spending $7 to grade a card, and let's say it grades out a PSA 8, and the best that you can do is make your money back, yeah, you're gonna lose money by grading the cards. So, I mean,
well,
it's a gamble. Grading cards is a gamble, just like opening packs. If you're grading them to make a profit, it's a gamble, just like opening packs is a gamble.
I mean, just look at it this way: if you're sending 500 cards in at $7 a pop, it's $3,500.
Yep.
So you have to at least be able to make $3,500 off of what you're.
Yeah, and when you do those submissions too, the cards can't be valued at the cards can't be valued at more than $100. So if you're going to send in cards and you're paying $7 to grade them, you better be sending cards that if you're going to get a PSA 8, it's going to be worth at least the value of the card, the value of the shipping, and then the $7 to grade it. So it better be worth at least $15 if you want to.
At least break even.
No, if you want to make money, it better be worth at least $15. So.
Well, and then you have to figure in eBay. Yeah.
Yeah, eBay fees and shipping, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how people. I mean, yeah, it's.
If you're trying to make money on graded cards, you need to be sending in, getting PSA 10s.
On dollar cards.
PSA 9s, and I'm talking rookies, if we're just talking 80s rookies.
Yeah.
PSA 10s, preferably. PSA 9s for some of them. And then, like, modern cards, you're grading.
You better be getting 10s.
Getting 10s, yeah. And if you're not, you're losing money.
Yeah.
That's why neither of us send cards in for grading.
Well, we're not investors, we're collectors, so.
I will buy a graded card.
Yes, I will too.
Like, for example, this one we showed earlier.
How much did you pay for that bow?
$15.
Yeah. So this is an example where yeah, if you're gonna get a 10 on that card, you're gonna make money.
Yeah. So
because
PSA
you could
10,
buy that one for 10 cents raw.
Yeah.
And then sell it for 15 and a 10.
Well, if you figure if you got $7, so that's $7 a grade.
Yeah.
However much to ship. Plus eBay fees. I bought it for 15. He maybe made $5, $4 on this card.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So whoever sent that in, yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of risk and little reward, I think, on sending in that card. Unless I think a lot of times people might send those cards in because they're doing set registries. And they're trying to get a 10 without having to buy one, too. And it's fun. I think for a lot of people, it's fun trying to, get a 10.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's different reasons why people would send those cards in, but I don't think for investment reasons.
Yeah. And Snoop makes a good point that cost is for bulk orders, not small orders. So
yeah.
If you're only sending 10 cards in, you're paying
$15 a card. Yeah. Something like that.
So Cat Mayrant says, who do you think are the most widely collected non-megastars? Will Clark, Bo Jackson, etc., as far as him never making the Hall of Fame. Well, Bo Jackson is a megastar.
Well, he's collected like a megastar, but his numbers, he's not a megastar.
Well, no, he's not a 500 home run club guy. He's not a Hall of Famer. But if you take the point in time where he was at his peak, he was a mega star for that time period. And people like us who were around at that time and watched him play still consider him a mega star.
Yeah, we love our
We
Bo
are
Jackson.
the people that are buying those cards.
Yeah. But like, so let's like take players like Clemens and Bonds and stuff out of the
equation.
question.
So get rid of the guys that should be in the hall, but for some reason aren't.
Man, that's a great question. Like, who are the big name players to collect man, I mean, I think Don Mattingly definitely is way up there. He's got a huge and Dale Murphy, Don Mattingly. What other stars? Definitely Will Clark. He's picked up a lot of popularity, I think, in the last few years. A lot of the '80s guys are picking up a lot of popularity because those are the guys that people our age grew up watching, and now a lot of people our age are getting back into collecting, and of course the players from that era are getting popular again.
Yeah,
it just kind of goes. It's cyclical like that. So, I would say a lot of the '80s. I think Eric Davis is going to make a comeback in the hobby.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of players like that.
Yeah.
And then you're seeing like Dwight Gooden's making a comeback in the hobby. Darryl Strawberry's doing real well now.
Strawberry.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of players like that.
Yeah.
So I would say look at the '80s players, like the guys that like the MVP type caliber players from the '80s.
Yeah.
Are the ones that are going to be real popular.
I buy, so I have a hard time getting away from my main PC and trying to collect another player. Do y'all have this problem? I do not have a problem. In fact, I probably have a problem not focusing enough on my main PC.
Yeah, and I like I've told everybody, about 90% of my collecting budget goes towards my bonds collection, but I do kind of branch out and buy other players as well, and that's where the other 10% goes.
Yeah.
But like if I go on COMC, chances are a lot of orders will only have Barry Bonds cards, even though there's, but like if I'm at a card show and I'm just looking through boxes and looking through showcases, I'll buy other players besides Bonds.
So let's see.
eBay only Bonds. I think I only pick up Bond stuff on eBay. I don't even look for anybody else.
And then Cat Mayrant says Mattingly for sure, Strawberry ? Well, you asked non-mega stars, right? That was the question.
Yeah, well,
who do you think are the most widely collected non-mega stars?
Yeah, that's who we think.
Yeah. Anyway, aren't you worried about things getting destroyed in that garage by humidity?
Yes.
I've recommended he get a humidifier.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a dehumidifier this winter, and well, we live in California, so we don't have a lot of humidity, but in the wintertime, it can be a little bit of a concern, and so I'm getting a dehumidifier.
Anyway,
is that are you pretty much tapped out?
I can go a little bit longer.
All right. Well, as long as we get people asking questions, or
my fans need me.
Well, Lord knows I don't. So let's keep going.
All right.
I don't know what the hell I was.
What are your guys' budget? I think I spend too much on baseball cards.
I'm not really going to talk about my budget. And Eric, if you're willing to talk about yours.
I don't really have a budget. I mean, Nate's budget is higher than my budget. I mean, for me, I just feel like I kind of have to like look at a card and determine if it's really something I want to have in my collection. If it's something I want to have in my collection, and it's within a price range that I feel comfortable paying for it, then I'll add the card to my collection.
There you go.
Yeah. So. What about displaying cards and fading?
Well, the best advice I can get is don't ever have your cards in direct sunlight. I don't care what kind of... Oh, man, I got swallowed something down the wrong part. I want to grab some water.
Right.
But basically, don't have your cards in direct sunlight no matter what type of protection you have on them.
Yeah, and I don't... Nate only displays cards that he has doubles of, or triples, or quadruples. I actually don't display any cards. I have them in binders or boxes. So, Joey brings it. Welcome to the live feed. Let's see.
From Cali.
I have all my high-end displayed and worrying about damage.
And you should worry about damage, and you should take all your high-end and put it in a box and don't display it. I learned a very expensive lesson on that. And I had to replace a bunch of cards, and there are still some that I haven't replaced. And yeah, don't display your valuable cards.
Yeah.
That is the best advice I could ever give. And if you do display them, you could put them in a garage like mine that has 0 sunlight, and then you'll be fine. But other than that, don't display them.
Yeah. So guys, I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna like skip by the questions that are easily findable by watching Nate's channel or my channel. So if I skip your question, I'm sorry, but it's been answered probably dozens.
What he's trying to say is we can't answer
times.
every question you guys are asking. However, we appreciate all your questions, so thank you. That's what he's trying to say. Right, Eric?
Yes. Speaking of storing cards, how long do autograph cards last?
Well, I mean, historically, you could look at, there are cards that were autographed in the 1930s that are still good, so 100 years at least. I mean, the thing is, it's not about how long the environment that the cards are in is going to determine how long the autograph is going to last. I mean, you look at some of those sweet spot cards from like the late or early 2000s, and the autos are already faded if they use like a ballpoint pen on the baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Just don't put your autograph cards. Never ever have them exposed in the sunlight or any kind of UV light. Have you like, if you've ever been to a card shop and you see like, if they've had an autograph card in their showcase that's been there for more than a few months, I mean, the autos will start to fade even in a card shop, man. Mm-hmm. So just don't ever
lights. It doesn't even have to be sunlight.
Yeah, never display autograph cards that are going to be in direct sunlight or even exposure to any kind of UV ray. Yep. Just don't have them out.
If you have like fluorescent lights.
Yep, that's going to destroy it. Yep, all that's going to destroy the autograph. So, I mean, I'll show you guys. I got one here still. I got a Dave Stewart card that I had out for a while. Pictures.
Yeah, luckily I've never had that issue.
So when I bought this card on eBay, the auto was perfect, and now it's faded because this is one of the autos that I mean, this isn't worth a lot. And I have like a ton of Dave Stewart autos. Still have this one in my collection, but the auto is almost... Here, I'll show you like a clean... Because Stewart signs beautifully. Let me show you guys. Let me find one. So when I acquired this card... This is what the auto looks like now. But when I acquired it, it was like big and bold. See how beautifully bold that autograph is? Okay, and then after not that much time, maybe a year, look at the difference, man.
Mm-hmm. And that's just because that card was displayed, right?
Yeah, and in the camera, actually, this is like a situation where the camera actually doesn't show how bad the auto looks. It's kind of weird because normally, I mean, isn't like, look at that. Like when you compare that, look, I mean, that one's almost gone.
I can obviously tell the difference.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what 1 year in the sunlight will do. That day 1, that day 365. And that's not even direct sunlight. That's just in a room. Because the room that I had this card when I had it displayed, there was no direct sunlight. It was indirect sunlight, and that's how much it faded in a year. So yeah, I cringe when I see people's autographs out because I know that, and it's like one of those things too, is like the auto is going to fade a little bit at a time and you're not really going to notice it. And then one day you're going to look at your collection and be like, holy shit, what happened? So be careful.
Yep. Let's see. I found an 87 OPG Don Mattingly. What's the value of OPG compared to tops? Sometimes OPG will have slight.
All right, here's the deal. The 87 OPG Don Mattingly is worth 10 cents.
Yeah.
The 87 Tops Don Mattingly is worth 10 cents. However, if you're one of those lucky people that send in an 87 OPG Don Mattingly and it gets a PSA 10, that card could fetch $50.
Yeah.
Like a 87 OPG Barry Bonds and a PSA 10 is worth more than a 86 Topps Traded Tiffany PSA 10 Barry Bonds now. Those cards are just really hard to get in a 10.
Yeah.
But just in raw general condition, it's not really worth anything. It's a fun card to have in your collection is what it's worth.
So Ben Becker keeps going on about this Mark McGwire Toys R Us rookie card.
Okay, he doesn't have a rookie card.
It is not okay. So I am a super collector of Mark McGwire. I have every Mark McGwire card in my collection from 1982 Anchorage to I think 1991. I have every single card, with the exception of like the Topps cloth cards, because those are impossible.
Yeah.
What you have is a 1988 Toys R Us Mark McGwire. It has a blue border, and it says like rookies on it, and all it's just highlighting his basically like his rookie of the year.
Yeah, that's not a rookie.
It is not a rookie card. I can 100% guarantee it. For one, it's 1988. His rookie year was 1985. Yeah, well, his rookie card was 1985.
Yeah, it's just not a rookie card.
Yeah.
It's just a card that says rookie.
So hopefully we can put that to bed because that's like the 5th time you've commented on that.
Yeah. So and basically just in general, guys, just because a card says it's a rookie card doesn't mean it's a rookie card. It means that the company is saying that it's a rookie card. But the companies don't determine what is a rookie card. The collecting community determines what is a rookie card.
Correct.
So keep that in mind. That's that's just a generic comment for anybody new that in collecting. So
all right. I'll bet those sticker autos start falling off in 10 years.
No.
I have sticker autos from 2002.
Yeah.
And they're still okay.
Yeah, so, no. The sticker autos aren't going to come off in 10 years. You getting anything?
Nothing so far. Yeah. I mean, nothing.
All right.
Just comment. Random. They're like talking amongst themselves a little bit.
All right. Right on. Well.
So, how long have we been on? For a while.
Holy crap! We've been on for 75 minutes.
All right. Well.
I don't even know what time it is. It must be about 10 o'clock.
Holy
crap! It got late. I thought it was like 8 o'clock. Time flies when you're having fun.
So we've been on for a while. So I'm cool with calling it for the night.
Yes.
Are you cool with calling it?
Yeah, we'll take one more question and then we're gonna call it a night. So
one more question, and it better be a good question.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna choose a question, so if it's not a good question, it's your fault. You can even go back and see if someone else asks a question that's not a current question.
There hasn't been a question for a while.
Okay. Well, it shows here there's 30 people on, so someone should. Is that a question that just popped up? Here, what does it say? All right, here.
Here we go.
All right, what does it say? All right, I think we got our question. Or is it more of a statement?
It's kind of a question. I don't know. So, cards you wish you never sold or traded.
God, there's a lot of those.
I know, seriously.
Man. You know what? Like, I'm always like thinking about a card that I've traded, and but it's always like I'll think about it. I'm like, man, I wish I never traded that card. But now when someone's asking me and putting me on the spot, I can't think of any. And there's lots of them out there like that. Oh, I know. Okay, so I had this one Barry Bonds card that was from, like, it was an event Barry Bonds card, but it was numbered from 25, and it was from Donruss Studio. And it was serial numbered to 25, and I sold the damn thing. And the reason why I sold it is because it showed Bonds in an event, Derby event. It wasn't him in a Giants or a Pittsburgh uniform. And this is when I was early on collecting Bonds. And I didn't want the card because I only wanted Bonds in a Pittsburgh or a Giants uniform at the time. And I put it on eBay, and I think I got like 15 bucks for it. And I've been thinking about that card a lot lately. And this is like 10 years ago when I sold it. And I really wish I didn't sell that card. So that's one I can think of that I wish I didn't sell. How about you?
The first year of Donruss Elite was in 1991.
Yes, 91 Elite.
Mine would be a 1991 Donruss Elite Ricky Henderson.
Ah, man, you need to get Big Slap for selling that thing.
Out of a pack.
That you pulled out of a pack.
I didn't even sell it. I traded it.
Ah, okay. Well, that one might. Well, that's up there, man.
And I had like 3 extra Topps Tiffany McGuire cards that were raw.
I remember you had a bunch of them. I was going to buy one of them from you, too. Yeah. I never got around to it.
That I sold for way lower than they're going for now.
Yeah. Well, there we go, guys. So that's it for tonight. So everybody, thank you for joining in. Eric and I had a good time. And keep an eye out for our next video, non-live video. That'll be coming out, what, about a week or something?
We'll probably be posting it, like Thursday?
Yeah, maybe Thursday, Friday, something like that. And until next time, as always, guys,
happy
collecting.